Anyways, hello everybody. The topic of this video is going to be about art once again, and self-expression and everything. That's something I like to talk about a lot on this channel, but it's something I'm kind of been thinking about recently when it comes to art. I sound so fucking pretentious when I say it like that. When it comes to art, no. Just when it comes to creating, wanting to be creative and shit like that, something I can't really wrap my head around is like the internet was a pretty good place for people to promote their art and their work and shit like that. And now I don't really think that it's like the best place to do that because just it's super oversaturated with slop. Not even just AI slop, just like slop. It's just bullshit, fast content and shit like that. So like, obviously I think people will still use the internet and everything like that. But what I'm trying to find is honestly, it's helped me a lot because a lot of the times I think about making a project and something like that, and I think about like people viewing it and everything. So it's kind of turned more fun to me in a way because I've been able to just create freely on my own and do it for myself and find a different motivation for doing it. However, there's this like underlying urge that I want to connect with people when it comes to creating. I want to be able to see my work. I want to see other people's work and shit like that too. And the internet used to be a really good place, and now it's not. I don't think it's the best place to do that anymore. So I'm looking for a new area. I think everybody who's been creating is looking for a new area as well to put their work where it's not oversaturated and it's not just like a bunch of bullshit anymore. So obviously I think I'm gonna still post on YouTube and shit like that, but I want to be able to like show, like, I don't know, I want to be there's in my head, like, I don't think, like, I think that creating is like a very vital part of just like being human and shit like that, and I think it's very important. But I think that the other aspect of creating is also making something for the world, but not in a way where you're sacrificing your self-expression and you're conforming, but just to like connect with other people who have the same interests as you and as me as well. So I think that's like a very important part of it. Discussing music with friends. I mean, everybody knows what we're talking about. When you talk about movies, when you talk about whatever, and especially if you are somebody who likes to create things. And one of the best feelings is talking about somebody else who also is coming up with ideas and likes to do the same thing that you like to do as well. And as I said before, yeah, I thought the internet was a really good place to do that, but now not as much. And I'm looking for kind of a community. I know there's clubs at school, but like I can't really, I'm about to graduate and I don't really have time to be a part of like clubs and shit like that. I just want to I want to find like a community that will have people that are willing to create and whatever work that they're working on, and kind of, I don't know, somebody, I just want like I don't know, I don't really know how to describe what I'm saying, but I want a community, a creative community. A lot of my friends at home and a lot of the people I know at college don't really have like this like creative obsession that I do. Don't get me wrong, there definitely are people that, I have friends that are musicians, I have friends that do film, but I don't really have necessarily that entirely, like I don't know. And I don't really want to create things just for like monetary gain and shit like that. I want to create like personal things. I want to do things that to the point where it's like it's extremely fun. And as I've been working on this and with this new mentality of not necessarily wanting to share it as much. I know I just said I want to share, but when I'm working on this and I'm feeling like I want to share it, but I'm not necessarily like feeling the pressure of like showing people and everything like that. One thing that I can't necessarily get my head around is how I could be doing something else with my time that'll give me something, like it's like I'm not gonna make money off of this, and I'm not gonna make, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna look better, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be happier, of course, because it's something I love to do, but like I just find it like, okay, I could be applying to jobs, I could be doing something to get money, I could be working, and shit like that. And I don't know. I think that's a weird result. It's a weird feeling. Is like questioning what you're doing because there's no some sort of gain, you know. Especially while you're young, you got to get a job. But I kind of lost my thought earlier in that, and when I was just talking. But I hope that makes sense. I want to be able to like, I don't know. I fucking hate the internet now. This shit sucks. You know, it's all just fucking bullshit. You know, and I don't know. There used to be like a lot of cool shit, and now it's just going in a fucking terrible direction. And I don't know. Yeah, that's my thoughts.